youth towards mitigating and addressing COVID-19?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Alexander. As Alexander mentioned, my name is Petrider, and I'm a Commonwealth Award recipient, also a member of the African Union Youth Advisory Council, working with the Office of the AU Youth Envoy. Currently, actually, I'm based in Tanzania, and I just wanted to share what we have been doing at an African Union level, whereby we have been engaging different young people. About 40 countries have been engaged, whereby we have received a huge turnout of almost 300 plus young people towards how can they be part of the process to amplify work on curbing COVID-19. We engage youth councils, young people from regional blocs, SADC, the East African Community, ECOWAS, and also women leadership caucus groups. But also we have engaged young people from One Young World. All this is in partnership with the African Center for Disease and Control. And this recent initiative was actually launched by the Commissioner of Social Affairs, Her Excellency Amira El Fadil. It's the first one-of-a-kind intergovernmental organization, the African Union, to establish an all-Africa youth front on COVID-19. In the follow-up slide, I'm just going to highlight some few examples of some interventions of young people that have been spotlighted, because actually what we are doing is spotlighting the immense work that young people from Africa are doing, because the millennials are taking charge. They're taking lead to help stop misinformation and be part of the solution. So the first slide shows the work of Vijana Think Tank. This is a group, actually it's a think tank group that is in Tanzania, led by William Msheri. They're doing a crowdsourcing fund to actually build permanent wash stations in dense community areas, because we have a lot of spots in Dar es Salaam, which is the capital business city of Tanzania, that is the hotspot for COVID-19. Actually, they're building permanent water stations within the market areas. This is something that is affordable for the community at the moment, where sanitizers are really sold at a high cost. And this is a direct outreach to the areas where they're least developed and least focused on. Currently, the fundraiser has just raised $1,500, and within that, they've already started implementing the work. More information on what they're doing is based on the slide. The second example of young people from Africa who are taking lead, if you can go to the next slide. It's from Malawi, a person from Malawi who's actually creating masks. So since there's a huge shortage of masks currently in most African countries, Mayamiko Nkoloma is actually doing his own innovative initiative, whereby he's been awarded by the Cambridge Africa Alborada Research Fund to actually make 15,000 masks that have been distributed in various communities who do not have access to the masks. These are just a small sample of what young people from Africa are doing, but in general, what is the All African Youth on COVID-19 initiative all about? Moving on to the last slide. The All Africa Youth COVID-19 initiative has been launched to spotlight the work of young people from Africa under the Office of the Special Envoy on Youth. And this is more on how we can be able to facilitate and empower different digital spaces. A lot of young people are doing massive work in communities. For instance, just from the previous speakers like Avi, what he's been doing. So those kind of works are the works that we are spotlighting from the African Union level through the Office of the Special Envoy on Youth, but also we are helping to advocate on implementing different initiatives that are workable community-wise, that can be replicated by other African countries. And also we're acting as an amplifier. When we mention the role of an amplifier, it's more about sharing the experiences of young people that have been affected by COVID-19 and those who are at risk. And also we are playing the role of being a build bridger between young people and governments and policymakers. Since we are more based at a continental level, what we are doing is to bridge the information gap so as to ensure majority of the young people and different stakeholders, including government leaders from various ministries, are aware of the initiatives led by young people within Africa and how best we can collaborate within this role. Currently, the All African Youth Front on COVID-19 is working on bi-monthly and bi-weekly each time to ensure that proper information is distributed within various regional economic blocks, but also helping to inform various institutions level on how young people from Africa are doing and how best we can help improve the whole information sharing and misinformation of around COVID-19, and the fact that young people are not taking COVID-19 seriously, which is actually incorrect. And I think more of what we are doing can be found on the website of the Office of the Youth Envoys site, whereby ways of engagement and different initiatives by young people across Africa that they're doing is spotlighted. Thank you.
And thank you very, very much.